Hey. Why is it doubling? Why is it doubling? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is it doubling? No. 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 Oh, Jesus Christ. Where is this coming from? Why is it doubling? No. Oh, Jesus. Where is this coming from? Why is it doubling? No. Oh, Jesus. Where is this coming from? Why is it doubling? No. Oh, Jesus. Where is this coming from? Why is it doubling? No. Oh, where is this coming from? Why is it doubling? No. Oh, where? What? Oh, okay. Apparently, when you click on ban request, but I wanted to see if anyone had put in unban requests. It was like it opened a stream. It was like it opened a stream. Yeah, that's what it does. It was like it opened. Oh, stream. Why would you do that? That's terrible. Oh no, that's actually awful. Is this the multiplayer stream? No, the multiplayer stream won't happen until the 18th of December. Tomorrow, I think there might be an announcement today with regards to the Civ Give. And then on... Jesus Christ. Sorry. I think there might be an announcement today. I think there will be a draft tomorrow, and then on the 18th there will be the game. I think that's how it works. Tomorrow I will be doing the draft. I'll also be casting the what am I? What am I doing? I'm casting a multiplayer 4v4 game with on-spot TV. That's what we're doing tomorrow. 4v4 game. No, not again. Okay. We almost had it happen, like where we hear the stream over and over again. How's my volume level, by the way? I'm like getting really close to my microphone. Is it like deep within your ears right now? Hi. Does my mic sound different from yesterday? To be clear, the game is on the 19th, not the 18th. Yeah, okay. My bad. It's on the 19th. 19th, Sunday, the 19th of December. My bad. I had the wrong date in my head. Thank you for the correction. I appreciate it. Man, I have what is that band called again? Lady singer, Lady Death metal band. Woman. What's the name? Arch Enemy. I have an Arch Enemy song stuck in my head. I haven't listened to Arch Enemy since I played MMOs as a teenager. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to some more death metal. I'm going, guys. I'm going through another death metal phase. It's happening. It's coming. Where's my game? Hello? Would you like to show the game now? All right, there it is. Your video on 3 different people playing at the same map was awesome. That sounds like too much work to me. To pull that off. Listen, it's a great plan. Hey. You know, the game is on the 19th. You will come. All right, boys, welcome back to the game of Persia. We got the Corgi Canal. I don't know if I spelled Corgi correctly. I actually think there's no E on Corgi. That's a bit of a mistake. All right, boys and girls, guys and gals, there are 3 of you there somewhere hiding in that mass of people watching. Instructor Man, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Appreciated. So yesterday, you guys absolutely demolished my my donation goal. So I had to raise it because it wasn't even the day that we're supposed to do it. So good job. We already succeeded, which I guess technically means we could just sit back and relax now. But let's go ahead and get started on this Persia game. How's everybody feel? Actually, let's do a bit of crowd work. How's everyone feel? Let's work the crowd a little bit here. Anyone else's portfolio down 18% today? Let me just double Google this. Okay, du jour. Go to my, there you go, log in. And, okay, my portfolio is down 0.33%. Do you know why my portfolio is only down 0.33%? Because I've been YOLOing every single spare bit of cash into Google for the last year, all right? Let me tell you, I am up like 100% on Google. I'm up 40% on Apple. I'm up 30% on GameStonk, okay? I've also bought some real estate shares. They're paying me out a little bit of dividends. Just a little bit of dividends. I got some Johnson & Johnson. Let me tell you about those Johnson & Johnson shares. Absolute biggest mistake I've ever made. Only up 3% over the last year. Really terrible. But they did pay out like a little bit of dividends. Now, I YOLO'd, okay? I browsed Wall Street Bets back when it was not a horrible cesspit of conspiracy theories and uninformed takes on the stock market. When it was only a cesspit of uninformed takes on the stock market, it was a great place. But now the conspiracy angle, you lost me. I YOLO'd. How much money did I YOLO? I YOLO'd something in the region of, hang on, let me organize this by value. Yeah, about what, $300 into Corsair Gaming. It's down 30%, 36.63% to be clear. So that cost me some money, not much. Yeah, the new Wall Street Bets, like you'll never get that old Wall Street Bets back. It's just over. It's gone. Hellraiser, thank you so much, Hellraiser. Once the GameStonk memes happened, you lost me. You lost me. Here's the thing. Pretty much everything except for Google is down today for me, which means that, Google is up 0.5%. That means I'm up. I'm only down like 0.2%. So, that's all you need. You just need one big stonk to perform. I actually don't know why. Literally everyone wasn't just YOLOing their money into Google every single payday since like 2004. It just seems insane to me how fast that company grows. Make sure you buy some Twitter. Twitter's on the sale right now. As Jack Dorsey left. That's a good one too. Facebook. What's Facebook stock like? I actually don't know. Let me check. Facebook. Ooh. A little bit of a dip there, Mark. A little bit of a dip. You're down 25%. Actually, Facebook on sale, lads. I might actually drop like $3,000 into this. I could buy 10 shares with that. Yeah, I might buy 10 shares of Facebook if it's on sale for 25% off. That shit's definitely going to go back up. Oh my god. All right, yeah. I'll do that and I get my next paycheck. You mean Meta? that rename's never going to stick. All right. Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Persia. And where we left off, we had gotten a little bit of frustration from Scythia because they settled the city that we wanted. We do have a relatively large empire. We haven't quite managed to achieve the GigaYields that we've wanted to, but that'll come in time, right? Our yields are looking pretty tasty, right? You've got a very diverse portfolio. We've invested in a whole bunch of different stocks in terms of tile yields. I think things are looking relatively okay. And we're on track now. We're on track. It's turn 91. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities. That's one city every 10 turns. I would say that's a pretty good pace. We're starting to finish districts. We're starting to not only finish districts, but actually build the buildings in those districts. I'm feeling like we're on pace to make a good start here into this game. We're also protecting Hong Kong, who Scythia is at war with, by blocking all of the tiles except for one. So Scythia just wastes her army fighting it for no reason. Everything is looking up Millhouse. Now, the question is, who do I trade with here? With my traders. Because I get +1 envoy every time I trade with a city-state, but I also want to be looking for those all-important, trading posts. So while I may want to trade with Venice right now, because if I traded with Venice, that would actually be +2 gold in the capital and every market and lighthouse building, which I will be building a significant amount of this game. That trading post doesn't get me any closer to trading with Nalanda, which is really, really powerful. So I have to kind of consider what I use my traders on carefully here. I will trade with Venice because I do want to start a relationship with them. Plus, that's +2 gold in every single lighthouse and market in my empire, which is quite powerful. And we want to take advantage of that. We are also finishing our shrine, and we must now be very, very close to picking up our great profit. I will harvest this. This will get me 2 population in this city and almost finish the monument. And we'll let that monument finish. And then we'll go ahead and pick up the 0 housing preserve in the city. Not that we want a 0 housing preserve. It's just that this preserve will kind of border pop. I may even just like preemptively grab like some of these nice tiles just to screw Scythia. Because these are 2/2 tiles. Like these are value. These are like serious value tiles. So I think spending a little bit of money on that to have a really, really high quality spite city, because that's exactly why I settled this. I settled this to make Albia useless. In fact, I may even just go ahead, and I don't care about the border pop of this. I'm just going to steal as many of these high quality tiles away from Albia. Like this will be like an amoeba just eating up the city of Albia. Mega Colossal Eruption. That's it. It is time to pay out the prediction. We had to wait until the next day. The next day this Twitch prediction gets paid out. There are currently only 20,000 points riding on this, man. People did not have the confidence in this one. Now, that particular eruption was a mega colossal, which was not actually gentle or catastrophic. Hang on a moment. This is like a tiebreaker moment. Because mega colossal is not gentle. Mega colossal is not catastrophic. Catastrophic is an option, so the poll still stands. Actually, never mind. You're still in the game. You're still in the game. Horses. She wants to buy my horses. I don't have a use for horses. Just take my horses, would you please? Babylon, don't wiggle your fingers at me, you naughty sausage.
I cannot imagine any condition.
Alright, shipbuilder, perfect. I don't think I have a really use for the Colossus. I do want to build a quadrireme because I believe there is a city-state out there thanks to this wonderful mod, the Envoy Quest mod. Somebody does want the quadrireme, and I probably should have kept those horses because somebody did want a horse. So now I have to go and buy more horses. Let's have a look at the old resources. Who's got horses? Looks like they got horses. Actually, why would I even do this when I got the quick deals mod and I can just go ahead and yoink those two luxuries? Come in here, buy 46 horses. Who actually wants 46 horses? I'm not gonna lie, it's too many horses. I just want Scythia. I just want 20 of them. All right, so 25. Are you gonna do the thing where it's cheaper for me to buy them one by one? Oh my God, you are. All right, I'll be right back. Morbus, I want you to like double speed this so people can see my torture. No, she won't sell them anymore. All right, rip. Never mind. Let's have a look. Someone else. Oh wait, did they fix it? It's not cheaper anymore to do it this way? Interesting, interesting. All right, I'll just take the deal then. Easy. Actually, just based. So let's go ahead and find... Where am I going to build this horse? I mean, I have time. I don't need to build them immediately. Quadrireme horse. I'm going to figure that out. This seems pretty okay to me. Gold from caravans. Is there possibly another economic card that I would like to plug in? Ooh, Trade Confederation. I think is actually more valuable to me than the gold right now. I may pop that in over the top of that, whereas this +1 production is like churning away from me. Also, Mansa Musa was laughing at me there and it made me really upset. Let's go ahead and pick up apprenticeship. That's +1 production from mines. We don't have a huge amount of mines, but it does mean that any hills in my empire now are a little bit more valuable because I can place mines on top of them and get +2 production out of them. I will pick up medieval fairs. I do want to think about divine right. However, I was waiting until I got a religion so that I can boost theology. And I'm waiting to boost theology because there's 3 city-states that want me to trigger an inspiration for theology. And that's just too many envoys to pass up. So can I get a significant boost from using a single envoy? Not really. I could maybe put 1 point into Bandar Brunei. That'll get me 2 gold plus a little bit of extra as scaling. So I'll throw that into Bandar Brunei and we'll see how she stands. All right, are we going straight for the preserve in Spite City? Is that what we're doing? I think we stop off for the granary first. That'll let the city grow. Growth is powerful in this game. You got to respect how strong a city can get. It's an important thing. Hong Kong somehow taking the damage. I don't understand Hong Kong. You have a crossbowman, and if they lose this city to this meager attack when I have literally given them the fortress of solitude to protect themselves with, I'm going to be pretty mad about it. I'm not going to lie. I've given the city-state everything that they need to defend themselves. And they spit in my face. Singapore does want a trade route, which would get me an envoy, which is worth 2 envoys, and Singapore is quite valuable. I meant to check, actually. So, this city is picking up... let's see, 15 production. This trade route to Singapore is worth 1 production. I send it. I refresh. So, okay. So Singapore's bonus does not seem to apply to trading with city-states. That's an important downside to note. Hey, thank you so much, Danny, for the $20 donation on the Extra Life. The Tato made me do it. I appreciate it, man. That extra $20 is, goes a long way. All right, there we go. There's apprenticeship. There's +1 production, as well as access to our industrial zone. I may get this in Chippy City soon. We are starting to hit a growth limit here, but I think Chippy City needs a bit of help, so I'll buy the watermill, and I'll also buy the granary in here to keep that city going. I'm also going to come into Spite City again and just buy another tile. Again, the city exists because I hate Scythia. That's the only reason it exists, and it's the only reason it will continue to exist. I will never have another reason to have this city. Probably going to put a Paradisa here. It's not a great spot for one. Could actually be like something else, but you know, that's fine. Which man donated $1,000? I have no idea. I think it was an anonymous donation, some insane person, who I super appreciate. Let's get this diplomatic quarter. Diplomatic quarter is important because it gives you +1 envoy, as well as giving you access to the chancery, which is +3 influence per turn. Remember, you generate influence pretty slowly here. This is a huge boost to my influence, and not only that, but it also gives you access to the consulate, which is a +2 influence points per turn, which is literally a 40% increase in the rate that I get passive envoys. So huge deal to get your diplomatic quarter up if you're playing an envoy-based game, which I am playing an envoy-based game. So I need to start thinking about where I'm going to place it. And I want to place it in a city with like reasonably good production, and I want to put it adjacent to a city center. I actually don't have like good spots for it. It's kind of sucky. Not loving it. This is not McDonald's. We are not loving it at the moment. I may just kill this Paradisa, even if this is a really good Paradisa. I mean, the problem is the city has too many districts it needs to build, so I don't think I can afford it. Like, I don't think I can justify it in this city. So we may have to give that the old Misserino. Perhaps there's a justification for putting it in New California. But this city already has hit 2 districts. I would have to buy a granary in here. I would have to figure out how to get this city to grow. It's already like lacking growth. Bit of a problem. Yeah, it's not going to happen in here, boys. I'll probably build it in for the kids. Put it there. You know, diplomatic quarter on a flat marshland tile could eventually be something useful, but we'll just put it there. We'll accept that we won't get the +1 envoy from building it, but that's life. Looks like damage. Hopefully this trebuchet is doing work from the back line. It's like was my hope by making room that it would be able to be doing things. Let's get another mine. This city needs its production. So 2 really good productive tiles will be helpful here. So they schnuck past. I don't like that.
There are very honest people.
Let's do this so they won't be able to get around. Hong Kong is defended. Hopefully she just gets bored and leaves eventually. I don't know if that's going to work. But my hope is that Hong Kong can survive and fight the good fight for many moons to come. Thank you so much, Tyler Tesler, for the 5 Canadian dollars. You know, that's a little bit of a... sorry, bud. I think we're out of cities to rename. But if we do settle more, it will happen. How long? I was just about to say, how long until we get a great profit? And boom, there it is. Predicted. So we can now get our own religion. There are 8 religions in this game because I'm using a mod that lets you have more than the default number of religions. So we get to pick a religion. Now, the extra life icon, what does it look like again? What are they? Looks like kind of like a Halo with a video game controller. What's the thing that looks... this is the thing that looks the most like a video game controller for me, so I'm just going to call this Extra Life. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that crabs don't look like video game controllers. That was made like in some, you know, country in the 80s when they were still trying to figure out what controllers should look like. The fish? You think the fish looks like a video? I guess it kind of does look like a video game controller. Alright, so we'll call our religion Extra Life. And we already have a trade route bonus thing. So with regards to our religion beliefs, we got to pick our founder beliefs so we can purchase industrial zone and harbor buildings with faith. Oh man. +1 movement to builders and settlers and trained in cities following this religion. +1 culture for each citizen following this religion. Is that like local or global? Because that is just... If that's global, that's insane. Blessed dedications could be good if we went for early theater squares. If we are going for early theater squares, +2 culture, +2 faith from religious art, sculptures, portraits, and landscapes. That seems pretty strong. Prosperity doctrine, commercial hub, entertainment complex, and water park buildings with faith, +8 gold from world wonders, +4 faith from world wonders. Jesuit education is all right. Faith and tourism from these are tripled. Holy site adjacency, +1 gold to trade routes for each holy site district and holy site building in the origin city. That's kind of a fun one. Hi from Hong Kong, where hi from Hong Kong, where we poor lads can only catch potato when we're about to go to bed. Hey, hi Hong Kong. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are doing okay. Sorry about streaming at the wrong times for you guys, but hey, listen, that's how time zones work. So there's always winners and there's always losers. So what belief would you like to see here? Personally, I'm trying to think of how do I get value from only a few holy sites. So I think if I'm going to get value from only a few holy sites, something that generates faith feels really good to me. So like divine inspiration seems pretty okay. +4 faith from world wonders. I have a couple of world wonders. It's a nice passive faith gain. It's about equivalent to having another holy site. Not quite, but like a crappy holy site. I don't think I need ways to spend my faith because I have plenty of stuff I'm going to spend my faith on in the late game for tourism. So Jesuit education doesn't seem useful to me. Fruits of labor is kind of an interesting one. I need stuff that'll help me like efficiently expand my religion and efficiently defend my religion. So I need faith and faith discounts. I think either faith from world wonders Yeah, I feel like Faith from World Wonders seems like the best move here. It's not a huge amount of faith, but it's a nice little passive boost. Using the converted cities, you gain 20 culture for each citizen in a city when it's converted to your... Ooh, that seems quite powerful. Sacred places? That's more of a China thing if I were to go maybe a China build. You go Stonehenge into... Is it Divine Inspiration plus Sacred Places? You generate a ton of memes, build up a few early game wonders. +1 faith for every 4 followers of this religion. Now that feels quite good. Receive +1 envoy. Ooh, at city states when it first adopts the religion, in addition to any envoy gained from a city state quest. Not bad. Ooh, sending an envoy to a city state exerts religious pressure. Now that's a fun one, because I'll be sending a lot of envoys passively with my trade routes. So I like papal primacy here. Man, it really sucks that evangelism and papal primacy are in the same category here. I think I'm going to take papal primacy. Boom, we did it. Divine Inspiration, Papal Primacy, not the greatest religion ever. It's kind of a weird one, but it kind of works with the build that I'm doing. I'm building a wonder, so that's +4 fate right there. There will potentially be more wonders down the game, which means I just got 3 envoys. But now we gotta spend our faith on missionaries. A lot of missionaries try to spread our religion and establish a foothold. Oh, what are you doing over here? Looks like settlers. Poland is settling up the northern continent, so I need to start thinking about snatching up this little south section over here, which looks pretty good. Also, oh my god, Torre del Paine. How did I not notice this? I need to immediately get a settler down there. Hey, On Spot, how's it going? I decided to go for a kind of a weird religion because, I don't know, it just seems kind of fun. I'm not trying to like play the most optimally today in this game. Just trying to have a good time. I'll pick up theology because I definitely want temples. I don't care about holy site adjacency. And then we'll go for monarchy this game. Let's pick up connoisseur on Pingala because it's just like the best one. Always. Connoisseur and the other two. Pingala is way too strong in the base game. I feel like he needs a nerf. Just popping in to see the next phase of your empire. Thank you so much, Michael, for stopping by on Spot TV.
Without mathematics,
we got Petra, we got a consulate, we got diplomatic quarter. So I think we want to do diplo quarter. We definitely want to do theology. So I think we'll go diplo quarter in here. Boom, boom, boom. Pick up construction. Have access to lumber mills. Very nice. Corgi Canal, ready for its lighthouse. It's a 6 gold lighthouse plus 3 housing because it's a coastal city and a trade route and +1 food on all these coastal tiles. Now that's a value tile right there. I think I would like to go for a preserve. Do I want to go for the preserve immediately or do I want to go for the commercial hub immediately? I think I actually go for the commercial hub immediately. Go double trade route in this city. It seems like a nice betrayal of the normal stereotype. Let's put an envoy into Mogadishu for suzerainty. What I'm looking for now is either tier 1 subs or, you know, grabbing suzerainties on the cheap. So like if I could put one envoy in and grab a suzerainty, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll send this one to Preslav as well. That's +1 production in my capital when I'm building units. Since we have a religion now, we no longer need to have the Great Prophet card plugged in. I could theoretically plug in Caravanseries. That's 8 gold. It's not a bad one. Although Merchant Confederation, hello, 38 gold per turn. Thank you. Now we're snowballing. It's going to be the easiest city for me to convert. It's California Republic, which has the lowest population. Boom. Should be like 2 charges. Should do it. Alright, we'll snatch up California Republic, and then I'll also start doing New California. It'll probably need like 3 charges in here to get control of it. Let's harvest the rainforest, boosh, and then place the plantation. You only get 1 trade per market lighthouse. You can't get 2 per city. I can get 2 per city because I'm playing with the Hermetic Order. The Owls of Minerva, the Gilded Vault lets you get 2 trade routes from a city. So seems pretty good. I think I do want to go for Kilwa Kisawani, so I will start making my way there now. There's the plantation. Nice 3 food, 1 production, 2 gold tile. Very good for the city. We're starting to convert New California. New California. Alright, we got that religion very established in there. Perfect. So we got 3 cities. These are exerting 3 religious pressure per turn. I want to probably get Rename City next. Catastrophic eruption from the wrong volcano. Alright. The prediction still stands. We are waiting. Waiting for the day. Why do I have so many spreads on these missionaries? Oh, because I'm in a golden age! Plus 2 charges! Oh my god. Actually, stunk, dude. We're stunking. Let's get that diplomatic quarter. We'll go ahead and buy the lighthouse for the +1 trade route. Plus all these tiles are now a little bit better on the coast. Thank you so much, Hades, where it was here for the Twitch Prime. I love you, buddy. We got the Grove! Oh, the first tile! I would like everyone to take a moment to appreciate the first Giga tile. You know, breathe it in, get a nice smell. Get a nice taste of that. That's going to be the first of many of the many Giga tiles. Now, we got a little bit of an appeal problem in this city. That's okay. We'll sort that out. Let's go ahead and get Magnus. And we'll pop him back over to New California. Alright, the first Giga tile has arrived. Welcome, Master. Master of the Giga tiles. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a builder. Not in here, actually. Well, you know what? Getting a builder in here isn't so bad. By the time Magnus... Yeah, it should be fine. And then, Theater Square. Seems good. Time to get a haste, buddies. Hey, your mom. Ooh, yeah.
A vast tomb
Mausoleum.
lies over me.
So this now makes my capital city an absolute bastion, and I mean bastion of sick as heck yields. Food, production, gold, science, culture, and faith. Now we want to be thinking about getting ourselves a shipyard to make that even better. So this is phase 1 of the GigaYields of the capital. Once we have the shipyard and the seaport in here, this whole area is just going to be stonks. I'm pretty excited about that. We are kind of wanting to make sure we work these land tiles though first, because yes, these like coastal GigaYields are like really, really fun, really, really cute, but they don't pay the bills, okay? They don't pay the bills. Now, I think I had set as a priority would be this theater square, so I am going to go ahead and pop that theater square down. Boom, boom, boom. I think Kumasi is a good target for a little bit of missionary shenanigans, which sounds like that sounds a little ooh, that sounds a little bit spicier than I meant it to.
Normal people believe.
All right, we got an aqueduct unlocked, and we got civil service. Perfect. We can start our alliances. We got Mikanekshi Temple.
Civil service examination.
All right, boom. Kumasi, slowly converting. What was I doing? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ, I got distracted by missionary shenanigans and I forgot what I was doing. Oh, it never gets old. I think I was going to buy something. Faith? I know I wanted more missionaries, but I can't afford them just yet. Crap, what was I going to do with my money? Well, you know, it's just exited the noggin. So, I mean, once it leaves the noggin, that's it. That's all she wrote. More traders in the capital seems pretty good to me. We got our lighthouse in Corgi Canal. Possibly thinking about getting another builder, although we may just purchase that. I think I will just go ahead and get to work on that commercial hub, because we're not too far away from banking. Once we have banking, we can do some interesting things, getting double trade routes and lots of gold. Buy a settler. I'm good. I'm good. Let's go ahead and faith purchase another missionary. We could do a little bit of spreading. Definitely hit Kumasi, and then this city possibly. We got 5 charges on those. That's pretty worth. Here's the thing: 7 turns for a monument, 2 culture, versus 19 turns for an amphitheater. That's 5 culture. Amphitheater absolutely wins every single time. So, trade route here might be good to get friends with Jerusalem. Jerusalem is quite powerful because holy site cities exert 4x religion pressure, which would make my life over here plus a little bit of religious pressure on Jerusalem itself, which means we could potentially take control of it.
Shenanigans.
Thank you so much, Instructor Ma. I don't know if you're allowed exchange 500 bits for missionary shenanigans. I think that might actually be illegal on this platform. But if you find a platform where you can do that exchange, I would definitely, you know, decline. Aid request, Mansa Musa. Yeah, I'll vote up this. This could be good to take part in.
The Lord made us all out of iron.
Alright, nice. We got Jebel Barkal. It may actually be a game to go for Jebel Barkal, plus 4 fate to all cities that are within 6 tiles. We have, okay, targeting Mansa Musa. I'll just send him like a little bit of gold in a sec. But if we were to go, for example, this delicious wonder that I can never find in this list because I never look for it. If we did go Jebel Barkal here, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities in range. Maybe 5 cities. So that's 20 faith plus 4 faith from my religion. That's a 20 faith wonder here. Never mind. The AI already built it. The AI loves Jebel Barkal for some reason. I think it's a Mansa Musa thing. He's just a big fan. So the Jebel Barkal dream died before it got out of the womb. You know. It never even got to conception. Let's be real here. Alright, let's start exerting extra life pressure on our capital city. Settle Torre del Paine. Well, you know what? That ship sailed. That's done. We're not doing that one. The AI beat us to it. They forward settled pretty hard. I mean, you know. I probably could have went harder on settlers this game. Big time. Could still sneak up some settlers to the north, which might be what I do. Have you considered wiping anyone out? Not yet. Oh, no. Where did this even come from? He's gonna hit my goddamn trader. I swear to Christ, he's gonna pillage both of these things. Oh, that's infuriating, man. Very, 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 very infuriating. But at least he will die and we can do the repairs. Spread religion to the capital. I think 1 or 2 more spreads will do it. And we have a nice muscle of religion over here. I'm not selling my horses. I need my horses for an envoy mission, okay? I don't have any pastures. These are my only horses. Go get horses from someone else. There's Monarchy. I think we will be switching to Monarchy. Are we switching now or later? The switch now doesn't actually improve my government at all. Well, I tell a lie. It does improve my government ever so slightly. It actually makes my government a tiny bit worse. I lose urban planning. So we will delay the monarchy switch. We'll go Diplo service next. And then humanism. Trader does not get away clean because this galley is probably going to stay in place. And then the trader is going to step out of the city next turn. My galley isn't going to make it and the trader's going to get murked. You know. It's a little bit upsetting. Wow, really? Full 5 charges to convert the capital city. So, oh, no, trader got away scot-free. Not bad.
Remember that people break down.
There's
too.
Kilwa unlocked. We'll kill this guy. Boom. He dead. There is the capital converted to extra life. Things are looking really good. We have 5 cities converted now, so we should have a decent amount of pressure kind of pumping out in all directions. And we may be able to sidestep over here and come in and swoop up Scythia in our religion, which is not the most useful thing ever, but it might be okay. Have you seen that there's a teacher that uses Civ in their history class? That's kind of neat, if they do. So Kilwa is definitely next. on our agenda. We just have to figure out what city we want to do it in. There's Campus. Campus in Chippy City is perfect. Let's make sure we place that aqueduct on the right tile. We'll buy this tile, put the industrial zone, boom, boom. I do feel like... I do feel like rushing the industrial zone and then buying the granary in here will keep this city sweet. Let's have a little bit of a think about what we want to do in certain places. What have you done? I could buy an amphitheater in here. That would really help the city out. The city has crap production, so I'm going to buy the amphitheater. And then slowly work on a granary. The city's struggling for growth. I'll need to figure this city out. I may actually work this rice tile because it'll let the city grow a little bit. I really do feel like you should get just a tiny bit of production from your population. Like maybe you should start off with like 0.4 production, and then you pick up. You pick up apprenticeship, but it goes up to 0.6 production per population, and then you pick up industrialization, it goes to 0.8 production per population, and then like, I don't know. Robotics goes up to 1 production per population, or maybe, communism gives you that last little bit. Who knows, right? But I think you should just get like a little bit of production. A little bit. Just from your pop. Just make that early game feel a little bit smoother. Especially if you have like a city like this that's terrible. I guess I could make the city better, right? By buying this tile. Boom. Now I work this. I unwork this and I work these 3 tiles. And I guess the city is theoretically like a good bit better. Kilwa is the most insane wonder. It needs to be removed. I've stopped building it because it trivializes the game. Listen, dude, I need you to stop talking because it's the most fun wonder in the game. I do appreciate that you have opinions, but next time... next time, wonder who asked. I actually don't have a good spot for Kilwa in this game, which is upsetting. Maybe skip the taco cheese preserve in favor of a Kilwa. It's a 60 turn Kilwa is the problem that I'm running into here. So in order to build that, I would need to use internal trade routes. I mean, I'm okay with doing that, but here's the thing. Ooh, Colossus, actually. Yeah, let's go Colossus. We'll probably go like Colossus, Kilwa, Apadana, see if we can do all 3. Put all of our trade routes in the capital, aimed specifically for production. Let's see if we steal any tiles that are high production. We can set the city on production focus, unlock everything. 18 turns on the Colossus, I'll take it. Daily streams. Ideally, we would be doing daily streams every single day, right? That's the idea behind it. Of course, things have just been a little bit crazy since I got sick, and times are difficult, and I'm not sleeping well. There's all these sort of issues, but I'm doing my best to do daily streams. It's the plan. Things will be complicated over the next week. But then things should go back to normal, and we should have a good few streams. I think I would like this extra trade route. That would be quite nice. Obviously, actually, I'm going to pump everything I can to make sure that city centers passes. I'm less enamored with getting this, but I definitely want to put at least 5 votes at the city centers because that makes this the perfect time for me to build my walls for late game tourism. Is that another gentle eruption? For the wrong city. Mansa Musa won. Okay, you jerk. But now it's wall time. It is, so whatever I was planning is completely kaput because we're just going to finish military tactics and immediately research Renaissance and siege tactics. Which means we want to adopt our next religion soon. Let's go ahead and organize this by production. We're going to go by all. So for the kids, I can get 3 production in the capital. I'm going to take that. I'm going to do some internal trading as Persia here, because Persia has pretty strong internal trade routes. Yes, I'm missing out on envoys, but what I'm picking up is insane production that'll let me get extra wonders, and those extra wonders will lead to more faith. As well as a little bit of trickle of tourism. It's only a trickle of tourism, to be fair, but it's still a lot. I should definitely look into selling more of my strategics. We found Deity. I feel like you should get +1 amenity in your empire when you find natural wonders, okay? I feel like that's a missing thing. Let's pick up that 22 gold per turn, 10 gold per turn, another 10 gold per turn, and 150 gold. Sell off all of our Diplo favor. There you go. Big stonks. Up to 170 gold per turn now, which means I can be very, very generous with what I spend my money on, like getting a market so I can get another trade route in the capital. Diplo quarter finished. Let's go ahead and any buildings that are in my city center, I build them twice as fast now. So that's super worth it for me to build literally anything that's wall related. Now that we're getting into castles, so the game is lined up really nicely here for me to go for a wall build.
Every man should make his son learn some useful.
There is guilds. 100% industrial zone. There's Chichen Itza. We could have gone for chicken pizza this game, but you know, the times they did not line up. Let's go ahead and take Monarchy now. Boom. There's +3 era score and the boost for castles, which we are currently researching. We're also going to come into monarchies and make sure we plug in. Yeah, we want to keep Merchant Confederation. I think I'm also tempted. I actually don't care about oligarchic legacy. So for sure, I want to plug in. Where is it? Give me a moment. 100 per. Where's Limes? Limes. There it is. I definitely want Limes so I can start building walls. I'm now building walls 3 times faster, which is really, really powerful. I would like urban planning. +1 production in every city. That is now being tripled. This is actually +3 production in every city when building walls. So quite powerful. Otherwise, I think I'm okay with everything here. The campus might be actually more important here, because it'll let me get to Renaissance walls faster, like to unlock them. So I'm going to plug in natural philosophy because that's just so important. I need that little bit of extra science here this game. I could plug in conscription, but I think I'm going to plug in retainers because I want that +1 amenity from having garrisons. And I'm now going to start like looking. Maybe in this city, I need to get a horseman and a quadrireme from somewhere. I've got 7 turns to get a horse. 8 turns. I probably could use my gold to get those units, so I'm just going to save my gold to purchase. We got Zhang He. He's going to give me an extra trader. Perfect. I love you, Zhang He. Thank you so much. Or Zheng He. Grants a trader and increases the trade route capacity. Foreign trade routes to the city provide +2 gold to both cities. I'm going to put that into my capital. Most important place to put it. We're definitely going to start trading with Scythia here. This will give me an extra trading post so I can start hitting some more cities. So +2 production seems pretty good. It's not the perfect thing to do. Let's go ahead and promote the Alza Minerva with Ritual, because we're almost ready to go to Indoctrination for that wildcard policy slot. I think that happens next era. Oh no, I went 1 era early. Okay, whoops. Well, at least we're closer. Let's go ahead and start harvesting. I don't even know what city that production went to. Oh, it went to New California. Awesome. I'm going to harvest all 3 of these forests. You see, this is up to +1 appeal now. So it's looking a little bit better. More appeal. These rainforests are bringing down the appeal, so I need to get rid of it. I could get some great works here. I don't want to sell my iron. Hell yeah, I'll take the Tale of Genji. Free great work. Should really start thinking about filling these out. Look at the buy great works. I also need to think about my alliance. Perhaps an alliance with Aztecs is not bad here. Declare friendship, alliance, maybe research. He'll even pay me like a little bit of resources. So now I have a research alliance with the Aztec. And so trading with them is more valuable. We got our granary in New California Republic. Building city center buildings is just hyper efficient, so that's what we're going to do. Another mega donor. Jesus Christ. $500 from Go Potato. Listen, guys. Today is not the fundraiser. we're just building hype for the 19th, okay? I super appreciate it. That's insane that you would give me $500, but Jesus Christ, man. You need to calm down. Hello, Rome. It's an honor to meet you. Nice to meet you. He wants to buy my Tale of Genji in exchange for that. What if I just remove this? How would you feel? I don't want to give you horses either. You make me pay a very small amount of money for that. That seems fine. That's insane. Thank you so much. Super duper appreciate it. I don't mean to sound unappreciative when I say you guys are doing it too soon. I'm just like super hyped that you guys are going out of your way to do something crazy like this. When did they add Hammurabi? Ooh, that was like a year ago. So thinking about Casa Dictator, this is the most efficient place that I can produce builders. So that's what I will do here. I can definitely purchase myself a horseman. There's one envoy mission complete, and he'll act as a garrison, which is perfect. So that is an envoy quest. Military engineering, a quadrireme, and a trebuchet. I don't even have trebuchet unlocked, do I? Nah, and I won't get it unlocked before the era is over. So we'll get a new round of city-state missions here. Boom. There is the theater square completed, which is perfect. Am I going for a holy site in New California or Taco Cheese? I feel like New California is the city that I'm going for the holy site in, but I really should get like the monument. For one, turning a monument and a granary and ancient walls is just like boom, boom, boom. Knock it all out. Perhaps spread the military units for the +1 amenities from retainers. That's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, right. I forgot about these guys. Ow. I need you to... I wish this scout had like the little inclination in his brain that told him not to go the way that he decided to go. Spread these units out. How much for... I think a quad is like 500 gold. There it is. Boom. I think you count as a garrison, so that would be +1 amenity. One more chomp. So now we're seeing the yields begin, okay? Look at this appeal. Starting to look a little bit more like the kind of game we want. Bing, bing, bing. Can you just stop? Can you leave these city-states alone? What did they do to you, is my question. I wish I could gift units to the city-state. I mean, if she takes it, I will just declare war and take it back. Although I can't do that because she's like giga strong, which is annoying. So does a quad count as a garrison? Yeah, it does. Okay, so boats count as garrisons, which is a useful piece of information, because now basically every single one of my cities has +1 amenity. Just waiting for this. Awesome. I do need to settle the city of Bendover and possibly another city down here. Possibly more up here to the north. We'll see how she goes. You had no idea garrisons give amenities? Only if you have the retainers card plugged in. Boom. We're chopping now. Moderate flood. Exciting stuff. +1 era score. And we got diplomatic service, so we can now get the chancery.
never.
Access to Vissel
Serious.
banking is very, very powerful for my international trade that will be going in very soon. Maybe not right now, but possibly instead of charismatic leader, Vissel banking will be going in. Yeah, you might be dead, Hong Kong. You might just be dead. We got ancient walls in New California. I don't know what I'll get. I think I just go for the holy site. Yeah, nice holy site right there. I will get the amphitheater for it. That's worth 5 culture per turn, as well as great people points towards great artists. Or sorry, great writers. Looks like a lot of great writers have gone. Let's check out the great writer screen. 1, 2, 3 have gone, and potentially another 4th will go. But I should be able to get a competitive edge in now on a few of them. I think a Pyrodisa goes here to boost this appeal here, which will boost these tiles up to the all-important breathtaking, which means they now absolutely stonk out yields. Look at that. 3 food, 1 production, 2 culture, 2 faith. Now, if you were asking me, Potato, how are you going to generate faith this game? You don't got no holy sites. Let me tell you. Preserves... preserve. Whatever. The Emperor may preserve with preserves. Okay, I need to figure out how to get 2 era score right now. So help me God, I'm going to buy an immortal. I can't. I just never get that era score. Oh crap. Okay guys, literally on the last turn of this era, how do I get it? How do I get Levy? Purchase a galley. I already have galleys. I've got 800 gold in the bank. Get rid of iron and buy your immortal. Immortals take iron. Is that how that works? All right, if I sell 10 iron, can I now make an immortal? Is that like how that works? It is. Actual. Who said that? Nilmedy, you're a genius. You're getting VIP for the day. Well done. Nilmedy, actual genius. Welcome. Type something in chat so people can see your little star that you get. Actual Giga Brain. I don't even know how you fit your brain through the door. It's insane. Unable to add VIP. Hang on. VIP. Nil Made. Did it not work? Try it again. So I go into the New California Republic. I come in here. Why can't I purchase the Immortal? Because there's an archer here already. God damn it. Right, move this horseman. Come in here. Boom. Buy our Immortal. 4 era score. Golden Age secured. That's how we do it. We make slurpy noises when we do a satisfying play. I want to go improve that coffee, and an amenity is a pretty important thing. No star for me? No, you get a little diamond next to your name. Love your YouTube videos. Didn't know you streamed on Twitch. How's it going, Maxolotl? I like your name, Maxolotl. That is a great name. Oh my god, I really like Maxolotl. If I ever know a guy called Max, he's getting called Maxolotl. 100% chance. The world has entered into the Renaissance era. Welcome to the Renaissance. Now, we have options. We could go for monumentality. We do have the faith gain right now to justify this. We could get a few more settlers for free, essentially. We could also go Exodus of the Evangelists again and continue to spread our religion. Could be a kind of fun thing to do. We could go for Reform the Coinage. We are going to be mostly trading with city-states, so this doesn't feel amazing. I kind of really like the idea of going Exodus of the Evangelists again. Monumentality just seems kind of boring. Yes, we could probably crank out a few extra settlers, like, and send them up over here, which would be kind of neat because there is like a little bit of continent stuff like that. It's an entirely new continent. Like we could have some fun if we did go for monumentality. Oh, and for anyone who doesn't understand what happened and how I was able to buy this immortal, it's because Man-at-Arms cost 20 iron. And the previous melee unit to Man-at-Arms is immortal, and you can always build the previous unit to a unit that costs a strategic resource. So, Man-at-Arms, Swordsman, Warrior. Because I can't build the Man-at-Arms because I lack the iron, and I can't build the immortal because I lack the iron, and they cost different amounts and are flagged differently. I can also build a warrior, but because I was able to build the immortal, you know, it's kind of like a bit of a 5-head play. I think it was just it was a good move. Good move. What do you guys think? Monumentality or Exodus the Evangelists? Let's do it. Let's do a Twitch poll. Let's do it. Twitch poll. All right, you get 1 vote each. Guys, you can't vote for options that aren't on the poll. I need you guys to relax, please. You're voting for things that doesn't exist. Oh, looks like people want to go settlers pretty heavily. I mean, we do settlers every time. I mean, I get it, because it's the most fun thing to do is to build a huge empire. Have you ever played Stellaris? I currently have a Stellaris file going right now. The problem is, every time I play Stellaris, no one on my channel wants to watch it. So I do the occasional Stellaris video, but the reason you don't see them is because nobody clicks on them. That's life. I will make more Stellaris videos in time. Monumentality won with a 53% to 47% split. I'm going to say that's too close. That's too close to call, realistically. That's like within a margin of error. So I'm going to make the decision, and I'm going to go for Reform the Coinage. Democracy has been subverted. No. Here's the question. I do actually feel like a... Monumentality is objectively the better play here. So I will go for Monumentality, like you guys voted for. You forced me into bad decisions. Let's go to New California. It's 445 faith for a settler, which ain't actually too bad. Another city collapses and joins the Extra Life parade. Although I should have actually executive, if I was thinking with my brain for Extra Life, I would have decided to go for religion spread Extra Life memes. Been like, no, we're doing it for the kids. Hong Kong has died. Very sad, very not pog. I do need to send money to Mansa Musa to secure a future for myself in this game in a diplomatic sense. I think I'm going to go ahead and just purchase the consulate buildings. They are very, very good. 2 influence per turn. I can't sit around and wait for these to just passively appear by building them. Plus 2 influence per turn is huge. It's literally, by the way, a was it like a 20% increase? Let's see. I'm currently gaining baseline 5 influence per turn. I also have plus 2 from charismatic leader, so that's 7 baseline. I'm getting 50% of that on top of that. If I pick up another 2, now we're up to 13.5 influence per turn. That's huge. And if I can also now buy the Chancery in the near future, that's another 3 influence per turn. I'll actually be pumping out envoys at a ridiculous rate. Plus, I have insane housing now from building my building walls. I'm kind of excited at this prospect. I think I'd like to move Magnus to New California Republic. Because there's a couple of chops in here that I do want to make soon. And then Magnus will then finally find his final resting place over in Spite City. And I'll crank out a bunch of settlers from here too. Did I just see a Great Barrier Reef? No, this is just a giga volcano. Oh my god, I want to settle this. Look at this volcano. It's got silver. It's got science. It's actually incredible. Jesus Christ. How do you know monumentality is objectively the better choice? I look at your faith in income and don't say it is something that could effectively use to be purchased settlers and builders. Just trying to learn, not accusing you of being bad. Sure. Monumentality is objectively the better choice because spreading your religion doesn't do anything. Okay, look my religion. Okay, I get nothing from spreading it. I get a trader. I get +4 faith from World Wonders. I get an envoy for sending city states. None of these things scale off of me spreading my religion. So spreading my religion was kind of like the meme option. And even though I don't have a lot of faith, I do have the Ancestral Hall in here. The Ancestral Hall gives you a free builder whenever you settle a city. So that means, in addition to every time I purchase one of these settlers, I also get a builder purchase, right? So this is actually, by spending 445 faith, which is already at a discount, by the way, I'm also getting a free builder on top of that. So this is actually like 600 faith if I click this button once. In addition, the more cities is always better. Potato, is the monarchy housing useful? Doesn't that require to keep the monarchy legacy card used for the rest of the game to keep the housing? No, actually, the monarchy housing is really, really useful because about the time of the game where you unlock monarchy is typically when you're starting to hit a housing cap. If you look at a lot of my cities, it's not in this particular game because my cities are so low food, just in this particular game, but in a lot of my cities, I'm like hitting my housing cap. Like, for example, in New California, right? I'm at 9 to 10. So that extra little trickle of housing at this moment lets you get up to 10 population, which lets you get your 4th district in your cities really, really easily. Most cities, 99.999% of your cities are never going to get more than 4 districts. So you get to your 4th district faster than any other player, which gives you a slight advantage. And then when you switch out of monarchy, who cares? Your city's already 10 population. You've already secured your 4th district. Nobody cares. Cities won't like degrow because they have too much housing. They just won't continue to grow. But who cares? You've already grown it. So that's why a monarchy is quite a valid choice. I'm going to start looking to trade with city states now again. Let's do Granada. Boom. +1 extra life, little spread there. Perfect. I'm missing a couple of traders, so I'll pop them in my capital. I do want to be trading for my capital. I would like to start trading with Aztecs if I could. I love how Civ decides monarchy equals more housing. Because it's just, it was just like, it's supposed to like signify, because like if you think about each of these governments has a bonus that makes sense, right? Merchant Republic, +10 gold in cities with an established governor. It's kind of a reference to Merchant Republics, right? +15% towards districts. Merchant Republics were more urbanized cities. Because typically, in order for a merchant republic to have enough merchants to make it a merchant republic, it needed to be an urban city anyway. And they were typically like very small. Then monarchies, the monarchies tended to build fortified towns, right? So where is all the housing going to be? It's going to be in the towns with the walls. It's where people want to live. People want to live in defended cities. Boom. Theocracy, religious units are stronger. You get more faith, right? This all kind of makes sense. What's going on, Potato? It's going well. Oh, your friend, if Tess wants to be unbanned, just put in an unbanned request and I'll unban them. I may have banned them for too long. I'm going to pick up I want to pick up Naval Tradition for that +1 Envoy, so I will smash and grab that. Then I want to go for Mercantilism. We're heading into the Industrial Era now, so this is something to start thinking about, what our next moves are. It was so fun. It was actually a lot of fun to like ban you guys at the end of the stream. It was kind of funny. We got our Amphitheater in Rename City. Ancient Walls Monument. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We got the Preserve in Spite City, so we can delete this pin now. Let's get our Harbor, because that'll help the city to grow. I'll grab Ancient Walls at the Harbor. I'll probably buy the Grove. I want to do a lot of my building acquisition is going to be done with gold now, at this phase of the game. I think it is time now to change my government significantly. I want to plug in Visselbanken. For some reason, this isn't showing. Isn't this supposed to be... Vassal city-states provide +2 food and production to both cities and trade routes to allies. I think Visselbanken will go in over top of Natural Philosophy. Because we're going to get siege tactics with time to spare on this era, so I'm not fearful. There's Kumasi converted, another city. Am I not Suzerain of Levante? Is this card not working correctly? Am I nuts? Oh, okay, this one's working, but I'm not Suzerain of TAC of some of these city-states, so that kind of makes more sense, right? Why am I not getting... Okay. Oh, I am. I'm getting the 2 food to production here. So I'm going to try and grow a Giga City in my capital. We'll quickly finish the Colossus and then get, ideally, all 3 levels of our walls. And an intelligence agency or something like that. So we're about to finish the Colossus, which is another trade route. I definitely should grab Valletta. Actually, grabbing Valletta means I can... Boom, boom. Faith purchase walls. There's Valletta. Amazing. And more era score. God, this is just going to be the city-state game. It feels good. Let's go for Kilwa. It's a 19-turn build. Do I sack the campus here for Kilwa? What do you guys think? Why not use Magnus to chop out Kilwa? Because I can get it in 19 turns anyway. I think I don't actually care about this +4 campus anymore, because hear me out, right? Very, very soon, I'm going to have my Renaissance walls up, and I'm going to have access to military research. Right? Military research is going to give me +2 science in every city. What is this? +4 science? Who asked? The only thing I would be looking for... the only thing I would be looking for is a Mary Leakey in the mid to late game. And I have a campus to potentially do that with. Because otherwise I have to give up this. I mean, giving up this isn't the worst thing ever, right? It's only a Paradisa. Right, we're going to trade with Kubasi. +2 gold, +2 food, +2 production, and +8 gold. Perfect. And it's also religious pressure and a free envoy, and +1 gold per turn because we have the envoy card plugged in. So it's super, super powerful. Alright, we have Caravels. Not a fan. I do not have Caravels. so that's a problem. That kind of forces my hand to go straight cartography. That's frustrating. Where is this coming from? I can hire a caravel in one more turn, so that'll do it. I'm going to... Well, I can't afford to harvest the jungle, so I'll just put a thing on here. This city is flipping independent, which is neat. Where's all the culture coming from? I'm playing Persia, dude. Look at all my Pyrrhodizes. 3 culture, 3 culture, 3 culture, 2 culture, 3 culture, a preserve. We also got a ton. Can I show you this? We also got a decent amount of theater squares with amphitheaters. Boom, boom, boom. And then that is also getting boosted from our trade routes with Kumasi, plus 2 culture for every trade route with a city-state. Boom, 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 boom. Look at all this culture. So yeah, we're just cranking culture because we're playing Persia, and we got like a unique role on our stats. It's a very source of culture. Most of it's coming from my capital, though. I will admit that. Like the vast majority of it from trade routes, 45 of it from trade routes in my capital. The rest of it's coming from tile improvements and a few other sources. Kumasi is insane. Like, it's actually just... If you're going for a Owls of Minerva game, Kumasi is ridiculous, especially now that I'm going to be getting the food and production in here to possibly get even more specialty districts even earlier into the game. I may just make this almost entirely out of specialty districts and try to feed it with just trade routes. Make the Giga capital that like trades with the rest of the world. What role military is serving to Persia? The military for Persia serves as an early game way to expand, if you so desire. If you don't find a good way to expand early game, you can always fall back on culture. We didn't find iron this game at all, so we just fell into culture. What mods are you playing with? I'm playing with the Sucretax Resources mod, which adds camels and stuff like that. They're not like super... Where's camels? Here you go. It adds camels to the game. It adds sharks to some water tiles. It adds obsidian as a luxury. It adds gold as a luxury. Just a few kind of extra resources. I'm also playing with the extra Better Pantheons mod, which gives you access to new kinds of... I think my game is crashing, actually. My game is definitely crashing, actually. Rest in peace. Okay. Game gets a little bit unstable when you play with mods. I find, I think it's because I just run, because I have 3 monitors, I have an intense setup, and every now and again my graphics card just goes, you know what, dude, this is too much, and it just says I'm closing the game, and it closes the game on me. But I tell you what, that crash is probably a good point to end the video. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right, we got that one done. We'll load an autosave, save it. We'll take a 5-minute break, and then meet back here.
New powers call forth, from the barrel of muskets to flowers of fire in the sky. Even the quiet.
Do you see value in Apadana? It seems hard to forecast. For sure, it's good.
The world
should have built it earlier. I'm going to build it late though, which is dumb, but
has grown smaller and more familiar. Yet there are always questions to be answered, faiths to be tested, and national identity. At Rhodes was set up a
Okay, so I'll just save it here. We got through about 30 turns there, which is a pretty good pace, I would say, for an hour. You know, what is it? That's 2 minutes per turn. That seems like a pretty good pace. for a game where we're kind of memeing about and talking. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm just going to go stretch my legs, get myself a glass of water, because I got nothing to drink. Have you played Ark? Yes, I have played Ark. I played Ark with a group. Actually, double check before I go here. Is Apadana isn't retroactive, is it? So I might want to get it before Kilwa. I know the AI does build Kilwa. The question is, are we going to go Apadana into Kilwa? This makes Kilwa a 5 envoy wonder. It's pretty damn good, right? It's pretty damn good. What if you lose Kilwa? That's the thing. That's the thing. If I lose Kilwa, it's devastating. So I think Kilwa has to be prioritized because the 15% boost across my empire, especially for the fact that it would be culture, it's just unstoppable. Do you have a good spot for Apadana? You don't need a good spot for Apadana. I mean, it's here. It takes over one of these, but it provides its own passive tourism that's better than the Pyrodisa, and it would boost this theater square. So this is a pretty okay spot for one, I think. It also gives me +2 great work slots, so I could hold more great works in my capital. Like, it's pretty okay. Do you have chops for Kilwa? I could theoretically chop out Kilwa, but I kind of want to build it in my capital. I don't know, maybe I'm being dumb. I could chop it out in Spite City, like if I wanted to. But I want to build it in my capital. Nobody's built. No, I can't see if anyone's building Apadana or Kilwa. I've met everyone, but I haven't seen all their cities. Can you chop the bananas tile? It would only give me food. The jungle's already been taken off it. Could you explain the what? The goodness of the Kilwa wonder? Sure. If you have 2 city-states of the same type, you get a 15% boost across your empire to that yield. So if I have 2 trade city-states, I get a 15% gold boost across my own empire. It's really, really strong. Okay, BRB. Gonna get some water, and I'll be right back. Welcome back to the live stream. Apologies for taking so long. I found a snack and I ate a snack. That's just how the wheel turns, okay? What do you think about burning down forests to get better yields? Seems like a fun idea, especially if you play TSL Brazil. It could work. There are downsides. But generally it's a fun thing to do. You mad my game crashed? Did you say that before? And then wait until I came back to say it again? Listen, dude. Outside your house, okay? Sorry, I need to actually go more basic. The room that you're in has probably this large white rectangle on it, and there's usually like a silver thing on it. That's a handle. You can pull that handle and open it, and that is outside your room. I know it's a scary place, but you can go out into that place. And if you search around the building that you're in, there will be another house or possibly door that leads to a place that'll be either colder or warmer. This is called outside, and outside there's a high probability that you'll see something that's green on the floor. It looks like carpet, but it's actually like cold and alive, and it's called grass, and you need to go touch it, okay? You sat there for like 15 minutes while I ate crisps just to repeat your you mad question. Anyway. Alright, we follow you for a year.
Been following you for 1+ year. First live stream. Please keep up your good work.
Thanks. That one's on the recording for Morbus. Hey, buddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Civilization 6 as Persia. And we had a little bit of a crash at the end of the last episode, but I think things are going generally well. We are finally starting to get the GigaYields over here. We have more planned GigaYields, for example, over here in the city of Spite. We do have our grove, and we will be getting more yields. There are caravels coming in here to ruin my day, and I do need to go ahead and purchase a caravel from this barbarian city-state thing. We're also looking mostly to trade with city-states as it stands. Kumasi, for example, amazing trade route. And some of the actions I did last turn will probably be repeated just because of the fact that I crashed. And like that's just how the cookie crumbles. You'll have to accept it. There's very little I can do about it. It's just the way that it do be. Catastrophic eruption, my goodness, in Kumasi. There's also naval infrastructure, +1 envoy is pretty tasty. I think I would like Caguana. I'm sitting on 3 envoys, so who do I want suzerainty of? I feel like Valletta is a good choice, so boom boom, take Valletta. Yoink, that's mine now. And I'll also take Caguana, because it's another city-state under my wing. We grabbed ancient walls in the capital, but now I can buy them for faith, although I am saving for settlers, so that's something to consider. I really want to build the Apadana before the Kilwa Kisawani, but my problem is, if I build Apadana first, I will get the extra 2 envoys when I build Kilwa, so that'll be a 5 envoy wonder, but someone else might build Kilwa before me, so I'm kind of scared. So I'm just going to go ahead and build Kilwa first, because I'm a big sissy pants, and I really want that wonder, because it gives me a 15% production boost to every single yield that I have in my empire, if I get it set up correctly. And that's just too powerful to pass up. Alright, we're getting pillaged. It is part of life. We will go ahead and hire this caravel, and we will use it to ideally fight this caravel and teach him who's boss. We got ourselves a builder and Casa Dictator. We'll send it over here to New California Republic. We'll go ahead and grab those medieval walls. We are about to start getting our Renaissance walls, and this will be the moment of pushing for Renaissance walls. Alright, I need to deal with my notification settings here. This is just like too much. I'm just going to erase it all and pretend I never saw it. This caravel has decided to sit here and continue to pillage my city, which is incredibly frustrating. I'm going to admit that. Very, 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 very frustrating. The AI does that. I think I'm going to save up for the Chancery. I got my medieval walls. I will put a couple of turns into a stable or a barracks, I think. I could also just... Yeah, I feel like the barracks is a pretty good build here. It'll give me a place to build my military engineers in the mid to late game, which I probably want a couple of. Okay, so what am I looking to harvest out here? I think I'm actually looking to harvest out the this right here, the entertainment complex. So next turn the medieval walls will finish. I'll pop up, harvest, place the entertainment complex. Boom, boom, boom. We get it real quick, and then everyone's happy. Well, as happy as as you can be when you live in the soul-crushing world that that we live in. Alright, finally, Caravel got the double pillage off. That's frustrating. There's nothing we can do about it. That's life. We just have to accept. That's the way that things are, which is kind of like also the thing that we have to accept about life in the real world. The crushing reality that we all sort of barely scrape by in. Let's go ahead and send a trade route to Kagwana because we can continue to build our relationship with this city-state. I should... Why? I'm suzerain, but I can't see their land. That's weird. For F-U-Q-S sake. Thank you for Fuchs' sake. For fuck's sake. For becoming a Twitch primer. I appreciate you. I also appreciate your name. Aqueduct Niter. If I'm thinking about what my next goal is, I definitely feel like shipyards are important for my capital's development because a lot of the tiles that's going to be working are over here in this mausoleum sort of direction. Please don't kill my guy. Pillage to heal. What is this? Is this a meme? We got our industrial zone in Chippy City. We'll go Aqueduct Workshop. Possibly just go Aqueduct. I'm a little bit confused about the fog of war over here. I'm just gonna, we're just gonna pretend that it's working as intended and hope that there's no negative consequences. I think that's like the really best way to live your life is just, cross your fingers, cross your heart, hope to die, and hope nothing bad happens. That's how I got through my childhood anyway. I would like to pick up my arena. I'm also, I'm just going to harvest out the Renaissance walls. Boom, there it is. One turn the Renaissance walls. And now we'll get to work on probably an art museum. This city's never going to have the production to support an archaeological museum. So a very slow art museum in here, but an art museum after all. Ooh, Colosseum next to the entertainment complex. There is a Colosseum available. God damn it. Could buy that. Is anyone building the Colosseum? Kul Oba is building the Colosseum. Alright, hang on. Let's have a little thinky think here. Grab this. 2 chops. 2 chops McKinsey. Place it here. Colosseum. the Giga Coliseum, 41 turns. However, possibly can make it work. We lose this. We lose this. We plug in +1 production. We plug in Gothic architecture. We confirm down to 32 turns. Get this builder over here. Perhaps Faith purchase ourselves a builder. We have 4 charges. That should be enough. Fast Coliseum seems like a fun idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, not in range of this bad boy, but that's fine. No one asked. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll hit 5 cities. It's a 5-city Coliseum. That's respectable. It's respectable. Are lumber mills ever useful, or is chopping the best answer? Lumber mills are useful. It's just that chopping is usually better. So I think our next move is to head towards urbanization and pick up neighborhoods as well as the military research card. So that's just like the boom, boom, boom. I've never actually seen the AI go for Coliseum. Oh, they go for it all the time. They definitely do. The best, like, because here's the thing. Oh, it's not good. I just lost this Caravel because of the Fortify on Water unit bug. So maybe I can debate this Caravel with my galley. Okay, he left. We have completed a circumnavigation of the globe somehow. My galley over here or something, like, just went and did a circumnavigation, which I'm kind of proud of. Well done. Yeah, we got a little bit of an amenity problem, and there's kind of barbs near us too. There's a few city-states. Actually, speaking of city-states, we totally forgot to check our city-state missions here. So Trebuchet, Knight, Bombard. We've also got military engineering and metal casting. Metal casting, what is metal casting tech? 2 crossbowmen, that's an easy one. That's only 500 gold to complete that mission. Enlightenment, trade route, great general, great artist, religious conversion on the land. That might actually happen next era. So let's go ahead and buy our settler in here to be sent up here to the northeast. Let's take a turn to heal on this Caravel again. So builder is now in the water, ready to get up here and chop. The 400 production, we might be able to do this pretty well. First set of Renaissance walls. These Renaissance walls are going to be worth +1 housing, 3 tourism, 2 science, and 2 diplomatic favor. So Renaissance walls are just like incredible, right? When you have the full churning bonus, because you have the monarchy bonus, right? +1 housing per level of walls. That's 1, 2, 3 housing when you get Renaissance walls, and +2 diplomatic favor for every Renaissance wall. So that's 2 diplo favor per city, and then you activate the Giga bonus, the military research here, which is +2 science per Renaissance walls. And then you get the conservation, and you get 6 tourism from having all walls, because you get 1 from the ancient walls, 1 from the medieval walls, and then 3 from the Renaissance. So all in all, building up Renaissance walls at double speed, triple speed, because not only do we have the World Congress pumping for us, 100% production, we also have the Limes card plugged in. You get insane bonuses from building Renaissance walls, and it's a really, really fun thing to do in a tourism game, in my opinion. I'm hoping that maybe another envoy in Caguana will get this updated. Nope, never mind. I'm never seeing anything from that city ever again. I guess I just accept it. I like that I've got Valletta converted over here. Things are feeling pretty good to me. At PotatoMcWhiskey, is it worth it to build more than one neighborhood in one city? Generally, no. There are like very niche circumstances in which you might consider it, but generally no. I could see an argument for 2 in very, very niche scenarios, and like only and 3 only in meme scenarios. The Congo might get away with building 2 more often. Yeah, I guess I just never get to. I reloaded the game. I just guess I never get to see Caguana ever again. That's kind of sad, actually. So, Cynthia, I'm sorry, guys. We waited too long on the Hard Rock Cav. I was literally about to settle the half Hard Rock. I got the settler. This was the settler that was being sent here, and Cynthia just settled it. So, I mean, sorry. I don't have control over what the AI does. Okay, this is a problem. Now I need to spend my money on a crossbow to give this city extra combat strength against these damn boats. That's frustrating. You can still settle there, just one tile up. This is not a settleable city. I'm sorry. This was settleable because I had like nice water and potentially a district here between 2 campuses, but this is no. I'm not settling. I'm not. If I can't settle on the tip, okay, I'm not settling for anything less than the tip. It's objectively a garbage city that we were settling for a meme. So harvesting here, this would be 131 production plus an extra 15%. So that would be 150 production, which would get me roughly... what is half of 3/4? 3/8. So this would get me 3/8 of the way towards the Colosseum. I'm worried because these guys are building pretty quick here. Maybe I can find productive tiles here. I definitely can. Harvest. There we go. We're halfway now. Make sure you unlock a tile when you chop. I just misclicked. I don't know what these lads are at, this barb camp, but it needs to go because it's becoming a problem that they exist. Oh, someone was trying to siphon my funds and cast a dictator. I see. Well, I won a gold award in the natural disaster thing, so I get 100 Diplo favor and 2 diplomatic victory points. Let's go ahead and sell off our extra luxury, Skadoosh. Who wants 100 Diplo favor? Sweden. Who wants another 100 Diplo favor? Sistia. Who wants another 75 Diplo favor? The Aztecs. There you go, bud. Should probably do mutual open borders across the map now for tourism. Probably should have been doing that a while ago. Did it really not? Why doesn't the quick deals properly buy open borders? I don't understand. How do you buy open borders with quick deals? Does anyone know? It seems like the most important thing to actually do. Somebody needs to get onto the quick deals developer and tell them, listen, we need a way to buy open borders from the AI. All right, boom. We got all of our open borders. Open borders is important because while we are only generating a trickle of tourism, that trickle will soon become a stiff and strong stream. And that trickle is quite important. It gets you those few extra tourists early. That slowly, chips away at your enemy's advantage. Like if I go into the tourism screen, we're making a little bit of tourism here, a little bit of tourism here, a little bit of tourism here, a little bit of tourism here. We'll get more tourism, and this will scale up pretty nicely over the next 100 turns to be a decent amount. I do have the gold now to finally purchase a chancery, which is another 3 influence points per turn, as well as extra signs when I capture enemy spies. And a little bit of extra yield, so that's pretty damn good, because now we're making a solid 15 influence points per turn. I will get that up higher soon. We have our barracks and for the kids. I think we go for the commercial hub, because we're looking for that all-important trading empire. I've been watching Ozzy Drongo cast Age of Empires 4, and that dude literally says the phrase, the all-important, at least 6 times a video, and it has rubbed off on me, and now I say all-important constantly. And please send help. In this city, I will probably end up purchasing walls in here using Valletta. So for now, we'll just kind of build monuments and watermills and granaries and stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest here. 5 turns in the Colosseum. So we did most of the production in a couple of turns. Perfect. We're well on our way to completing the Colosseum compared to her. Oh, don't forget to change the name of Bend Over. That's true. Bend Over. There you go. Hope you guys enjoy your incredibly childish city names. I appreciate it all the same. New California Republic. Are you a Fallout fan? I'm actually a huge Fallout fan. But only like very like weird things. Like for example, I don't like the Fallout games, but like I like some like Fallout web comics. I like the Fallout mod for Hearts of Iron 4 is incredible. But I don't. No. Who asked? Who wants to play Fallout 3? Who wants to play Fallout 4? Nobody. So that's my relationship with the Fallout franchise. I mean, they're pretty good games. They're okay. I can't remember what card I had here, but I think it was the +1 production card. I'll keep Gothic Architecture plugged in for now. And I'll go ahead and plug in Merchant Confederation here for a few moments. I want to see you put Scythia in her place. I mean, she's in her place, which is over here to the east of my empire, where she belongs. I could never get myself into Fallout. They're fun games. I mean, they're a little bit overhyped. Let's be real, okay? It needs to be said. Fallout's just a little bit overhyped. Not terribly so. Not to a degree where I would like have any grievances with anyone who played the game. But just a little overhyped. Okay, they're not that good. They're only okay. They're fantastic games, purely because of the open world aspect, and they're like you can't really play another game and get a Fallout experience, right? You're never going to find a game with like a huge open world, with a ton of choices, a ton of interesting characters, a ton of they're good games if you're looking for a Fallout game, right? If you're looking for a large open world exploration and a post-apocalyptic thing, and you really enjoy the lore, like if Fallout is what you're looking for, there's no game that beats Fallout. But personally, I'm not like super into those kind of games, so Fallout is just kind of like, it's okay, it's good. I wouldn't hate on the game. I think it's like slightly overrated, but I wouldn't be like, this is a terrible game. It's obviously good especially if you're specifically looking for the type of game that Fallout is. Let's go ahead and get the Renaissance walls and repair the harbour in Corky Canal. We got our medieval walls over here in Renamed City. We'll do that next. And we will go ahead and reassign Magnus to Spite City. Thank you so much, Litman Jari, for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. Any Twitch Primers in the house? I know there's got to be a few, you guys. All right, listen. We're down this month. We only got 400 subs right now. I know. All right, there's 291 people in the chat right here. I know you guys are buying stuff off Amazon. I know you have Amazon Prime, and you're sitting here unprimed in my chat. Never priming, never donoing, never nothinging, okay? You're sitting here stealing the content out of my mouth and not priming. Disgusting behavior, okay? Get on your primes. No, I love you all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes you gotta do the shout out for the prime because people actually just forget that they can do it. It's like, oh yeah, I can click that prime button, and then it's just like, oh thanks, free money. So sometimes you gotta do the little shout out. I try to make them entertaining. Nope, Amazon has enough money. I mean, having Twitch Prime saves you money, so I don't know. Do you have enough money? Thank you for the 10 biddies, Kitty Pals
face.
forever.
No.
All right, I can't believe I didn't get a single Twitch Prime after doing my Twitch Prime request. Disgusting behavior from chat right now. So we got Renaissance walls in the city of Casa de Tater, which I'm very happy about because this will give me a bunch of scaling bonuses into the late game. Otherwise, I just need to get builders and purchase more traders from the capital. I will never be... I totally clicked the wrong button there. I meant to get a trader, not a builder. But I will never be ever building a commercial hub in my capital for one very, very good reason. And that's because I'm going to be putting all of my trade routes in my capital, and I don't want my money to be stolen. I do need to start thinking about housing in here. There'll definitely be a neighborhood or two. Probably not an aqueduct, but a neighborhood for sure. Probably there will do. Neighborhood. Jeremy Bearmy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Listen, came back in. How do you do it? I'm booming. If you've linked your Twitch account with your Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, you can just click the old Twitch Prime. It's a free sub. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure. Yeah, Venice. Boom. 200 extra life. There is the conversion. Once Magnus is established, we'll get more settlers over here. This is looking like very settlable land. I'm seeing chocolate. I'm seeing cotton. I'm seeing mercury. All of the things that could potentially poison you in the wrong, in the wrong quantities and orifices. No, you don't want to be snorting mercury. Thank you so much, Crispy Cola, for the Twitch Prime. And Master P6668. Appreciate it. I understand the thought process when improving features. I always end up with all the possible improvement. I struggle to understand the thought process when improving features. I always end up with all possible hexes improved by anything. How do you decide when to leave a hill unimproved? Basically, I just ask myself the question, can I afford to get a builder to improve this? And am I actually already working this tile? If I'm already working the tile, then I should probably improve it. So like, it's only now that I'm getting around to putting these mines down, right? But I probably should have had them for a while. But like, it's just a simple question of, You decide just based on the ability to improve the tile, and also whether or not you're working the tile or want to work the tile. So that would be kind of like, that would be like the 3 tiers. So most of the time, I don't have builders just kind of knocking around. It's kind of like a process that I slowly build up my builders efficiently over the course of a game. Typically, like, these tiles are good enough to not need to improve, in my opinion. And the city only has 5 population, so it's technically working 5 improved tiles, so I don't need a builder over here. This city could use a builder, but it's kind of in the same spot, right? It's got 4 population, it's working all quote-unquote improved tiles. So it really just comes down to opportunity as the first thing. Then it comes down to necessity, like, am I already working this tile? And then it comes down to potential. Do I want to work this tile in the future? So those are the 3 aspects that you would use to decide which tiles to improve. Because here's the thing, if you have a city with 1 population and 10 tile improvements, that's a waste, because you've built 10 tile improvements, but you can only work 1 of them. So you never really want to have like more than 1 or 2 more improvements in a city than you have population. And ideally you never want to have more improvements than the city's population potential. That's the reality. You're just playing wrong if you do anything other than that. This will be a fun little city down here. Very gold and production focused. Thank you so much, Anonymous Cheerer, for the 200 ghosty bits, and Yo-Yo Mask for the Twitch Prime. Love you very much. Crispy Koala and Master P, again, thank you.
When Rome falls...
Here's the Colosseum. The Colosseum is amazing because it gives you 2 culture and 2 loyalty and 2 amenities to every city center within 6 tiles of the Colosseum. Now, important thing to note, if you're not sure which cities it hits, go ahead and install yourself the extra map modes mod, and then you can go ahead and use your mouse to check, right? All I have to do is zoom out a decent amount, maybe hide my minimap, come over here, hover my mouse over the Colosseum, and everything in red is hit by this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see if I hover my mouse over the Colosseum, every city in red is hit by my Colosseum. So Bendover, New California Republic, Renamed City, Casa Dictator, California, and Taco Cheese. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. So I'm getting 6 times 2 culture, that's 12 culture, 6 times 2 loyalty, and 6 times 2 amenities in all of those cities. Really powerful. So that's total. This Colosseum right here is worth 12 amenities. It's crazy good. Thank you so much, Casa de Ga 619. I love you. Appreciate it. But Potato often features unimproved for so long. The other aspect, probably the 4th aspect of improving tiles, is just prioritization mentally. Is that, like, listen, dude, I got only so much brain power, and like if you're like a peripheral city, you're just being forgotten about. That's just how it is. You'll be important later. I promise. Cope. Renaissance walls in New California is very nice. Very, very good. Feeling good about this as it stands. Did you ever find that naval Halong base start? I actually did, but I'll probably go search for a new one. Let's go ahead and get the holy site in here. I will eventually want a commercial hub, probably. The question is, where will I put it? But we'll cross that bridge after we get our holy site. Although, actually speaking, this city does have the production to support an archaeological museum, and I would like to boost. Natural history, because I'm going to be researching that very soon. So I will go ahead and grab myself an archaeological museum. I got the Colosseum and New California Republic. Let's go ahead and slowly work on an art museum. I could also promote Pingala if I wanted to. I'm probably going to take provision and put that in my capital in the near future. After we chop through this whole city, we'll put provision in Taco Cheese so the city can grow really, really quickly. When we get a couple of, probably get a trio of neighborhoods in here just for the meme. maybe do like, here's a fun thing I could do. I could do a Pyrodisa and a Pyrodisa. Boom, boom. Make these tiles into interesting things. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in public works. I could also plug in skyscrapers to get my wonders a little bit quicker. It does suck that I miss out on technically 3 influence from charismatic leader, but I think this is actually just better. Do I care for trade confederation or triangular trade? Ideally, I would have both plugged in, because I have so many trade routes. But you really do have to start making like decisions to cut one thing for another, and yeah, triangular trade just didn't make the cut. It would be a 10% gold boost, which would be incredible. But something just has to not make the cut. Now, maybe if I got my wild card, maybe if I went for Forbidden City, could I get Forbidden City actually this game? That's a real, genuine, true question. Nah, it looks like Poland is building it in a 2-pop city actually. But like that's a deceptive thing about the AI, because they get an 80% production bonus. I would need to build it in like Spice City with all of the chops ever. It could be done. It's a 920 production building. It's 150 production from a chop. 150, 150, 150, 150. That's 450 production plus another 150. That's 600 production from chops. I would have to get another 300 production from this city. So I'd have to get this up to like 30 production. I would need 3 fully stacked Liang builders over here with 6 charges to make that happen. And I would need them there in 9 turns. Let's do it. I want that Forbidden City. I think I found a Halon-based starters, Babylon. You played them last month. Yeah, I probably won't do a Babylon one. Which yield of a city do you think is the most important? I think in terms of the yields of a city that is most important, that's like an amorphous question, because what's most important for the city changes based on not only the situation and the phase of the game that you're in, but also the situation that the city itself is in. So like really, really early game, food and production, like turn 1, food is more important than production. But like turn 10, turn 20, production starts to become more important than food. Turn like 80 to 150, culture and science become like maybe as important as production. So it's not quite as simple as what's the most important yield. But if I were to give you like a super basic answer, it would be some combination of enough food to reasonably grow to your housing limit, and then a good bit of production. I would say you would want somewhere in the region of 2 to 4 production per population in a city. Ideally. So you look here, for the kids, 17 production. It's a bit on the low end, right? It's below 2 population per person in the city, so it's a little bit unideal. New California, 10 pop. It's about there. So I'd say like 2 production per population, you're doing okay. That's like minimum standard. If you're getting up to like 4, 5 production per population, you're doing really, really well. Has this volcano erupted? Because I want to start a new prediction. It mega colossal, but it didn't gentle or catastrophic. Can you do a video on alliances in Civ 6? I will do a video on alliances in Civ 6 for sure. One day, I'll get to it. Are more tier list videos coming? That's going to be like the next thing I work on over the next week, and then it'll be the Nuzlocke. Time for the 3rd builder that'll be heading over to Spite City. So we got grievances and duplicate luxuries. Let's have a look at the resources. It looks like truffles are going to get banned again. Although, actually, it could go either way. It could go truffles or incense. If I had to guess, it really comes down to who has the most Diplo favor out of them all. So Aztecs, Christina, and Tomiris all have really, really good things. Aztecs, Christina, they're probably going to vote for incense. Right, so incense is the most likely ban here, I feel like. So we'll vote to ban incense. I don't love it because I have incense. And we'll say double grievances for Poland. Why not? I'm sure people hate her. Put Magnus in Spite City for Chomps. He's already there, I think. +3 envoys when built. When you're suzerain of the city-state, this city receives a 15% boost to the type bonuses provided by that city-state. And if you're suzerain of 2 or more city-states of that type, an additional 15% boost is given to all of your cities. So let's go ahead and quickly talk about Kilwa. Kilwa is so powerful. Because if you come up here and you look at my suzerainty, I'm suzerain of 2 cultural city-states and 2 faith city-states, which means I am getting a 30% boost to my culture and faith in the city, as well as a 15% boost to my culture and faith across my empire. Now that is strong. So now suzerainty is actually a little bit more important for me, especially getting suzerainty of a second industrial city-state, because that's a 15% production boost to all buildings across my entire empire. Okay, I just shaved, by becoming suzerain of this, I shaved 2 turns off my archaeological museum, I shaved 2 turns off of this one, I shaved 3 turns off this. It's crazy, 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 crazy strong. Crazy strong. Alright, so Spite City is going strong. There is a privateer here being annoying. Horseman has arrived for the settler. Can't afford the settler yet because I'm pumping out 3 builders to make their way towards Spite City. That's understandable. So that's 12 builder charges. That should do the trick over here in Spite City for the printing wonder. Let's go ahead and grab Apadana because it's a fun wonder. It'll also give me +2 envoys and +4 faith. So, you know, it scales pretty well. We're making good tourism in here. Don't forget, all of these wonders are also going to get buffed up in the extreme late game. When I go ahead and get the aquatic center here, that'll give +2 tourism for each wonder built in this city on or adjacent to the coast tiles. Domination challenge. No governors, no city-states, no barbs, overpacked map, i.e. max amount of saves. I kind of did that already with Japan. I mean, it's doable. It'll just be tough. Oh, wow, you just changed question answering. What is the best Civ 6 game speed? That is a difficult question to answer, because that question's answer is going to depend upon many, 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 many factors. One of those factors is, for example, are you playing single player? Are you playing online? Are you playing with mods? So I don't think there is one catch-all perfect answer. I would argue that the best speed to learn the game is online speed, because you can get through the games a little bit quicker. There's a little bit less sitting around waiting for things to happen, so you can kind of get to the end game a little bit quicker and learn how the end game works. And that way, because a lot of what happens with Civ, when you're playing the game, like I want you to imagine this, like when you're playing the game, you're having fun. Like imagine this is the fun graph, and then this is the number of turns. And there's kind of like this, you know, you start off and you're having a little bit of fun and it becomes really, really fun. And then you realize that you made a mistake like back here that's kind of screwing you up here. And then your fun kind of starts to go down over time. But if you can if you could have this exact same graph happen in like, you know, this amount of game time, you invest a lot less time into learning from your mistakes, right? Because you imagine you learn, and then next time you play, your graph looks a little bit more like this, and it goes a little bit higher, and it dips down a little bit less because you master the game slightly better. So that's why I think the best way to learn the game is on online speed. But for generally playing, I think normal speed is the most balanced and best speed to play at for single player. I don't know. It feels right to me to play on that speed. I used to play all of my games on online speed. Like literally every YouTube video I made was on online speed. But I feel like online speed imbalances the game a little bit. The game, I think the game is best balanced for, like, in terms of balance, it's best balanced somewhere between quick, normal, and epic. Right, one of those three. Then marathon, it is the worst balanced. Marathon is exclusively for people who have no idea how to play the game, and they're playing on Settler and they're screwing around role playing. And when I sit around and wait 100 turns for things to happen. I'm sorry, okay? That is my take. The game is not balanced for marathon. I mean, let me take that back. They try to balance the game for marathon, but I don't think it works very well. I have a problem that all my districts' plans are screwed up by strategics. For example, the campuses. Is there any way of removing them? You cannot remove strategics. One thing that you can do is you can prevent strategics ruining some of your early game districts. Like, for example, the classic one is going for campus tech before going for animal husbandry, and then taking that. What are the difference between the different speeds? It's the only difference is like how long things take to research and how long things take to build. Otherwise, every other action is done like at a normal game pace. Like, so units still move 2 tiles, but like instead of taking 30 production, they'll take 120 production. Can you win a science victory if you were to pivot to it right now? Yeah, I could win a science victory if I pivoted right now. Almost certainly. But why would I? I'm on track for a culture win. We got sick-ass culture. We're top culture in the game, basically. We're already starting to generate tourism against every single player. What makes Marathon so unbalanced? Is it how stupid strong gold gets? It's not how stupid strong gold gets. Gold doesn't get stupid strong on Marathon, it doesn't feel like anyway. The problem with Marathon being unbalanced is that the Deity AI still gets all of its bonuses. Still lands like 8 tiles from your city. And so you could literally queue up a warrior from turn 1 of the game, okay? And it will not be finished before the AI has killed your starting warrior and wiped you off the map. That's why Marathon is imbalanced. Whereas in normal speed, I have the time to get my warrior out and maybe survive. So that's why I don't like Marathon, because those difficult starts become literally impossible losses, and then I feel like I've wasted my time. Isn't Babylon unbalanced on Marathon too? Babylon is theoretically unbalanced on Marathon, but like, which save is the Giga Chat when it comes to GigaYields? Probably America. I'm sitting on 3 envoys. I would like to pick up gold suzerainty, if at all possible. I can get 1 for now in Mogadishu, which will do. It makes my traders immune to pillaging, and more importantly, it does give me that 15% gold boost in my capital. That's worth 15 gold per turn right now. That will grow throughout the game as I get even more traders in this city. I have no more city-states that I can reach in my capital city. So let's look for where we could potentially get trade route extensions to reach more city-states. Where could I go? If I trade with Gdansk, that would maybe open up trading with Anshan. Also, one of the biggest problems with the game that I have is just how long it takes for trade routes to finish. Like, 46 turns for this trade route to finish. This makes sense in the early game, but at this point of the game, that's insane. 46 turns. The game will be over by the time I get a thing here. Nuclear take, okay? Traders, when you unlock horseback riding, traders should go a little bit faster. When you unlock, cartography, all this sort of stuff, astronomy, traders should just get faster over the course of the game and finish their trade routes.
Thanks
Not like
for streaming Potato. Love the content. Slightly smiling face.
Thank you so much, Brian Mark, for stunlocking me and the $5. But I, just slightly faster, because it feels like they actually get slower over time, and you'd never get to play with the extended trade route mechanics that are into the game. I'm going to trade with Lublin here in the hope that 32 turns from now I'll have a trade here that makes sense. I feel like the default trader speed should be normalized a little bit closer to 30 turns instead of taking like a seriously variable amount of turns. I shouldn't be using this builder for this. He's meant to go to Spite City, so I won't finish. I won't build another thing with this. I've already used one charge, and I don't want to use another. Brian Mark, thank you for the $50. Jesus, thank you so much. Actually, need to check the extra life thing too. No, we're all good on that one. Thank you so much, Brian Mark. I really appreciate you. You are the best, superb donator ever. Until the next one donates, and then they're the best. The most recent donator is the best one. That's how this works. Yeah, I feel like there's like a few features in the game, and trading posts is one of them, that feels like, man, this was such a cool idea, and they just never, they just never took it to its conclusion. It's just wasted potential. And so, and instead of being fun, it's a source of frustration for the player because it doesn't work how I feel like it should. And that's my feelings on that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move Liang over to Chippy City. Well, I'll wait till that builder finishes first. Although this is actually a fine city to build the spam builders in. You should be able to plan waypoints on trade routes too. I think you're going a little bit too far feature-wise there. That's too much. It's too complicated. Keep it simple, Keep it simple.
So I'm the best now?
You are the best now, Demi Viral, with your $2 donation. Appreciate you, Demi. You took Brian from his throne very quickly, although Brian does get to stay at the top of the list a little bit longer. Right, we got the harbour in Corgi Canal. Boom, boom, boom. We can get this lighthouse repaired. Perfect. We're almost in position to start the Forbidden City. My alliance with Montezuma has run its course. Let's get another research alliance. Make him pay me a little bit of gold for this. We're almost up to a level 2 research alliance. Level 2 is not bad. Free Eureka every 30 turns is okay. More importantly, trade routes to Montezuma are still quite strong, but I still can't trade with Montezuma for a little while. I need to get a road over to him. So let's come in here to Spite City, cancel the harbor. Oh.
At Demi-Viral no.
Oh my god, holy Jesus Christ, Brian Mark, thank you for the $100 donation, although you were just instantaneously sniped by G-Ball with $2. Don't forget, guys.
Demi sucks. I'm the best.
G-Ball. Don't forget, I am doing the extra life thing. If you have like $5, go ahead and click the extra life link. Throw it on over. Do it for the kids, etc. I actually don't know what Extra Life is about too much. I just know it's like a super reputable thing that a lot of people use. And so that's where I got my confidence to participate in the Civ Give. Hashtag the Civ Give 2021. I think my favorite part of PotatoMcWhiskey's donation notification is that Sam was talking about how to cook a rabbit and that it would go well with potatoes. I mean, rabbits do go well with potatoes. I have 2 small, furry, potato-shaped rabbits in my room right now. And I love them. Latcha Peak, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Brian Mark, okay, you need to put your wallet away. You need to calm down. You've taken it too far today, but I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Is there a chat command for Extra Life? Yeah. I should probably look into buying Great Ricks of Riding now. There's Apadana, very nice. Wasn't I like on par to get a great rider? Actually, literally predicted. Okay, I need to go buy a lottery ticket. I have just 2 great people I have predicted on the turn. All right, earlier on, I was like, man, wasn't I due like a Grey Prophet and he was literally ready to recruit? My brain, you know what? My brain is no longer smooth. It actually has like a billion wrinkles, and inside those wrinkles, the possibilities of the universes are calculated. The reason why I don't know what's going on is because I'm actually thinking about alternate realities. That's why like I'm such a dunce. Jesus Christ, this is like incredible timing.
Thus it is necessary to note.
Oh, he raised the goal. Yeah. Thank you so much, Duff on Supreme, for the $100 Extra Life donation. Wait, I was literally announcing the donation drive, and then you guys hit it in one day. So I was like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna 4x the goal and see if we can hit it. Why not? And I don't mean to like unappreciate the people who helped me hit that goal. I just had no idea what I should set the goal at. You guys are insane, and I love you. It's super appreciated. Demi-Viral with the Twitch Prime, thank you very much. Okay, we have the Apadana in Taco Cheese. I think it is time that we consider our next options. Definitely want to be getting a district. I'll probably go for the water park once I have it unlocked. I'm not too far away from unlocking the water park. It's a couple of turns away. So I probably just have time to like work on an amphitheater, get medieval walls, all that sort of thing. Just get these things cranked away. Should you snipe the Great Merchant before Mali? This is a really good Great Merchant. I have the gold. Also, what's going on? Was this dude just painted by someone who hated him? What is going on with his... I'm sorry, okay, I don't mean to body shame, but Jesus. All right, I'll get Giovanni de Medici. I'll throw 3 envoys into Venice. That'll allow me to pick up suzerainty, and my gold should pump up from 300 to 368. I hate the way that it handles great people from the next era, i.e. by making it more expensive. It causes a dam that bursts and three to five great people go all at once. Absolutely. That's actually something I should have mentioned in my 3,000 hours of Civ video. I think that's actually a really big problem for the game. That like 3 to 5 great people all going at once the second you get into like into another era. I really don't like it. It's really terrible. And it makes me angry. Alright, time to buy a settler. They will be going with this trio of units. Link them all up. Link up the stinkers. We got a trio. Upgrade to a courser, and then that broke the link. There we go. So now is the time. This is the moment of truth, where we come into this city and we build a forbidden city. It is for verboten to build this city, but I don't care if it's verboten. I refuse to accept your verboten rules. I'll come in here. Harvest for 148 production. Boom. There's another 10 turns taken off that city. Boom. Down to 33 turns. How are we comparing to this guy? He's got like a little bit of the foundations built. But me, I feel like I'm a little bit further along now, especially when I continue to chop out. And we also have a huge population in here. I think minus 55% great people points earned makes more sense. Absolutely. Or, once all the great people points are gone from an era, you should be allowed to store up to the normal price of the great person, but you can't take it until the era ticks over. And then anything excess just gets turned into faith. It would nerf one district empire focus a little bit, actually, that would. Which would probably be healthy for the game's balance.
Potatoes.
Apple Fumble with the 5 gifted tier 1s. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're up to 48 tourism per turn, which feels really nice. We got our Renaissance walls. We do need to get our theater square. I think I'll take the harbor here, because the harbor might open up a little bit of trade route crossing here. I'll see if that works. Is a culture victory viable if you go to war with a nearby civ and take his theater squares? Absolutely. A culture victory is basically always viable as long as you're like sub turn 120 and you beeline it. Above that, you have to kind of make a little bit more of like a calculation of like, okay, how many cities can I actually get? How many, theater squares, and do I have any extra sources of tourism? It becomes a little bit more complicated if you're over turn 120. But if you're sub like 100 turn 120, if you have spare district slots, if you slap down all theater squares, you're good to go. You can do it. I'm sitting on a decent amount of gold. Making 300 gold per turn, so a lot of my gold will be put into pumping out buildings. The main issue I have with Great People is that Galileo is very expensive and the follow-up Newton is very cheap. And then, yeah, that's exactly what happens. And like, even though you're like the guy with the most Great People points, someone else, like the turn will roll over into the next era. And then like 2 or 3 Great People will be sniped and you'll never have an opportunity to like get them. That happened to me. I lost a Mary Leakey, I think, in my Japan game to that. And it really frustrated me. It made me really angry. Thank you so much, Mr. Defacia, for the Twitch Prime. This is a 7 Seas map. Let's buy another caravel, and we'll use this caravel to help do a bit of power projection here. Now, I haven't actually planned my empire on this continent. So I think we definitely want to secure some of these luxuries. And then I'd like to secure maybe some high quality national park stuff over here. So maybe I would settle like here. Secure these luxuries. 1, 2, 3, 4 luxuries secured with that city. Potentially 5 if I wanted to get coffee too. I already have a copy of coffee, so I should be fine. Then I need to start thinking about like national parks.
Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Or possibly even... No, probably not with this city. But like a lattice of my unique improvement. Like let's just say we just lay out a lattice, okay? And what a lattice is like a regular crystalline structure. And you can do this sort of a thing, okay? This is like the most amount of pyrodeses I can cram into a small area. So we could do... Ooh, my brain is blasting right now. Hear me out, fam, okay? What if we did a city here? Okay, Pyrodesa, plus 1 gold. Then we do a theater square. Boom. Then we do an entertainment complex. Ba-boom. We do another theater square here. Brain, expand. Okay, we do a network like this. This is a huge amount of culture and tourism. We settle on the Mercury. And then we just got to figure out where we put this city. 1, 2, 3. So I could put it on this. Like, think about this. What have I settled on cotton? Continue to expand the lattice. Oh yeah, my brain is blasting at this potential here. And then holy sites also fit into this lattice. So like a holy site here. That's a 3 tourism district, plus 1 tourism from each of those. If I could put a Pyrodesa here, there could be another holy site right there. Could be a holy site right there. Boom, boom, boom. Brain blasting our way through this. And then potentially there might be more stuff we can do up here. But I like this. This is cute. I mean, it's not national parks and stuff. Which I would normally do. But I think this is kind of unique and cool to Persia. So I think that would be fun. Let me double check. The Pyrodesa, it gets only holy sites and theater squares give it culture, yeah. So 3 is the best you can do, and 3 is not bad. I lost a trade route. I lost a trade route? That's infuriating. That's really annoying. We got our stuff repaired in here. I think we will go ahead and get to work on our preserve now. Emperor Preserve. Do a little bit more harvesting. Harvester Stallone. There is the Forbidden City. Did we... Wait, let's make sure. Yeah, that's owned by the correct city. So we chop. There's the Forbidden...
complex is built.
That is a juicy goose. I don't remember why we built this. I think we wanted to put another card in, but I don't remember which one it was. Liberalism, perhaps. Oh, triangular trade, though. It's quite good. 32 gold. Yeah. I like that. We got our Forbidden City. Look at that. Look at that. Thing of beauty. Actually, unironically, Water Park Theater Square in this city is quite good. It looks like another trader is going by the free city. Take it out. You know what? You can have that trader. I don't have the resources to take this out. That's like people always tell you hey, Potato, why don't you go kill X? Why don't you go kill that? It's like, I don't have, like, if I were to dedicate some of my resources towards taking out this city, okay, that's a lot of work. Okay, you think about it, right? This trader is going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tiles. So it's going to get these yields 13 times. It's actually just easier for me to buy this trader and replace it and keep sending it rather than spend all of the time, all of the strategics, all of the production time to actually build units and go kill. This is a 54 combat strength city. My strongest unit is a man-at-arms, 45 combat strength. I can't touch this. It's just not worth it. The amount of like redirecting I would have to do for my economic teching, in order to touch that just wouldn't be worth it. Did his gold just jump 100? My gold jumped 100 because building the Forbidden City deactivated all of my policy cards, and then locking in my new policy slot with the Forbidden City extra wildcard reactivated it. So I wasn't getting my 64 or 32, then I plugged it back in plus 100 gold. Extended policy cards, and it doesn't mess with it as far as I know. I was playing a game recently where my science was jumping up and down randomly. And someone pointed it out to me, and I had no explanation for it. And I only ever use UI mods. So I was really, really confused. I'm playing with gameplay mods now, but my science was actually like jumping up and down at an insane rate. It might have been like the Japan game or something. It was crazy. I couldn't explain it. And they pointed it out to me, and it was like, I actually don't know. And I reloaded the autosaves, and my science was jumping up and down as well. So there was like some weird, I don't know if it was a bug or some mechanic I just forgot about. I had no way to explain it. It was really bizarre. It was like, and it wasn't like jumping up and down a small amount. It was going up like 10 signs randomly. 10, 20, 30 signs. Just like, I would get an extra 10, 20, 30 signs just randomly, and I couldn't explain it. Can I reach any more city-states? I can reach Caguana and Singapore again. I'll trade with Singapore. Boom. There it is. And I guess I'll trade with Caguana again. Sure enough, right? This is going to pillage it again, but I get 13 turns of a trade route before it gets pillaged. And I get an envoy. Envoys are valuable. That's 1 gold per turn for the rest of the game. Seems reasonable. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to improve this city. Pyrodeza. Is Poland looking for war? Oh yeah, they absolutely are. Hold on. We have our walls. We'll get some crossbows in a second here. They might be going for Kumasi. They're definitely looking for war. They might be salty that I took the Forbidden City off them. Is it possible to get that city with loyalty, maybe with an entertainment policy? Here's the thing. If it would take me 7 turns to get the entertainment complex, and then I would have to run the policy. I would have to see that the loyalty is low enough. I mean, yeah, I probably could get it doing that. But like, then I have to build an entertainment complex. I have to wait for the entertainment complex to be finished. Then I have to run the loyalty project for an extended period of time to slowly tick down the loyalty in this city. And then the era might tick over 10 turns from now, and then I'm not in a golden age, and then it's not enough. Like, this is just not. I don't have a reasonable way to take this city. That's why I'm just ignoring it. I could dedicate time and energy to taking it, but I don't care. Like, it's fine that this is here. It's a drain on my economy for sure, but the opportunity cost of going and killing that is way bigger than ignoring it. Because ignoring it lets me beeline. I can beeline. Because here's the thing, right? Understand, we're playing a culture win. So culture win, we're heading straight for computers, okay? Look at all of the military text that I ignore, right? I'm just going to click on computers so you can see this, okay? I'm going to computers because I want that 25% tourism across my empire. I could use a money, and again, I'd have to spend another envoy, potentially on a person I don't want to get this, okay? So I'm clicking on computers because I want that 25% tourism boost, okay? Because this is the most important tech in the game for a culture win. None of these military techs are on the way there, okay? None of the units that I would use to kill this city, I'm going to research this game because I am purely rushing for computers. And again, look at my science, okay? I only have 84 science per turn. Look at the AI. There's a limited amount of time. You could chop the marsh to take the city. Again, I'm not getting a golden age next era. I'm getting a 50% loyalty boost from the golden age. I can't grow this city enough to overcome the loss of that 50% loyalty pressure boost that I will lose when I exit the golden age. It can't work. It's not worth my time to do. I've just explained it in detail, both ways that people have said it. I don't know why you're so hung up on this. The city is not worth taking. We're sim-citying. We'll just lose traders. It costs us 300 gold every 13 turns twice, so it's 600 gold every 13 turns. We're losing a turn of production, but we are getting envoys in these cities. Levy army to get golden age? I would have to levy so many armies. Listen. Bide isn't going to work. Stop trying to make it work. Now, maybe if I was getting a golden age, I would maybe consider the loyalty thing. Okay? I would maybe consider it. So how do I get my golden age? Let's have a look here, right? Caguana, 360 units to levy. I could maybe levy.
Hi, Potato.
It's expensive.
If you have a city that is yet to be renamed, or
Here, for chat, I'll make an effort.
Name one, Prince, please. Then you'll have Prince of Persia.
I'll make an effort to do this for chat, okay? I'll try, because you guys care so much about it. Okay. I have 900 gold in the bank. Caguana. Levy. Line infantry. Okay. Did that actually get me era score? Yes. 1 era score. You get 1 era score every time you levy, isn't it? Yeah, there's some kind of visual bug with Caguana. I think it's because it was a barbarian city-state. Jerusalem has no military. I need more money for Venice. Evangelizing is another option. For sure. I don't think... I might be able to evangelize in time, so I'll go ahead and do that. I only ever got 2 settlers. If I evangelized, though, I only got 2 settlers out of my monumentality when I could have got 3, which 3 settlers from a late game monumentality seems pretty good. Let's have a think. Amani, let's go ahead and take emissary on her. We're gonna try and make it work because people cared so much about it. Who have I not taken suzerainty of yet? I haven't taken suzerainty of Cardiff, so we will reassign Amani to Cardiff. That'll be +2 era score. Do I have my era score tracker mod? No, I'm trying to remember. There's an I have an era score tracker mod somewhere. Did you already circumnavigate? Yes.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Woo.
Why can't I remember? Do I not have that mod installed? Hattusa's first ever suzerainty is up for grab as well. I will get envoys in a few turns. So I could potentially yoink Hattusa with a quick switch of a policy card. That would be 2 suzerainties. I don't think buying units... Does bribing barbarians make them happier? Did we get Apadana and Kilwa? Yeah, we got Apadana and Kilwa. Trying to see how I can make this work.
What I like about
Jesus. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to change policies. I'm going to quickly switch out skyscrapers and plug in Diplomatic League. Boom, boom. Next turn, I'll get envoys to send to Hattusa. We'll take Cardiff. What's the mission for Hattusa? Religious conversion. Where the hell is Hattusa? What is this? Brussels, what is happening? Bro! Brussels, why do you have a scout in an island of fog of war? Bro. Yeah, I don't think I have the Era Tracker mod. I need to get the Era Tracker mod. We have access to urbanization. Here's a source of... a high appeal neighborhood. 5 turns on that. Boom. Place it. I need a builder charge over there. Get there. How did it get there without showing the land of it getting there? It was probably because Brussels only recently became a city-state, and this scout was from the Barb camp. It probably walked all the way up here. Apostle for Inquisition? Or convert a neighbor to your religion? I think we definitely go Apostle here. And start an Inquisition, because that's worth era score. I could research a tech from the next era. No, I couldn't actually. Right, we'll go straight for conservation, because that's our late game. Which of these units gives a bonus? Spy. Do I have a city with enough production to get a spy? How do you build a spy in 9 turns? Where do you get 31 production from? What is happening in this city? Like an 8 turn a spy? I think you get era score from building a spy for the first time. First city on a new continent also will work. You were meant to stay with the settler. Good job, Corsair. You literally just sacked everything. Does levying... does every time I level this... this is why... Okay. Levy. Click. That was worth era score. So every city-state that I levy, I get boost. Maybe I could harvest my way to a higher pop in the city. I'd have to hit 15 in a few turns, which is not going to happen.
Betwixt the stirrup.
If I had frigates, if I had a way to clear this barb tribe in time, it would be awesome. But unfortunately, I don't have the unit nearby to do it. I mean, a privateer. Privateer could do it. Frigate for a niter unit? I don't have frigates unlocked, sir. I have 8 turns. Could a privateer kill this unit in 8 turns? It probably could. So that's worth 3 era score if I settle here and then kill it, I think. We'll send a point to Hattusa. Boom. Suzerain of Hattusa, there's 2 points. Few of these guys are waiting for the first one too. Annie. We'll get 2 envoys from here. I can probably get another 4 envoys from these 2 techs. I'll hold on to my envoy for now.
Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Enormous apple pie, thank you for the $3. Why isn't it reading it? Oh, they started streaming Lek Mod Civ 5 the other day. Hope you enjoyed playing with the mod. I hope you enjoyed playing with my mod. Thank you so much, Enormous Apple Pie. It was a great mod. Lek Mod is fantastic. And then Pyrodisa. Fuse the caravels together. That's a good call, actually. First fleet. Does that also work for first army, I wonder? Yes. There's another era score. I think we do Inquisition. That's worth an era score. So now we just need 6. Let's send you up to Chippy City. We'll take Magnus. We'll reassign him to Chippy City. And in 5 turns we can start chopping the population up here. How many turns left before new era? 8. Tribal village? Oh! Why didn't that give me era score? Okay, well, I feel like I just got robbed. I got scammed. I guess because I caught it. A free builder? Neat. Progress towards natural history is boosted. There's cartography. Mass production next, then banking. I want shipyards and banks available. We got our archaeological museum. We can't get archaeologists. Extracting artifacts would be a great way to get era score here. Nothing I can build here can give me era score, except maybe like a district with +3 adjacency, but I don't have, or +4 adjacency, but I don't think I have any district here that I can build in time with the right amount of adjacency. So I guess I'll just build a holy site. Oh, tribal villages only give era score in ancient era. I did not know that. That is new information to me. This city kind of needs to get started. Whereas you're already well established. Wait, cleaning barb camps doesn't give era score beyond ancient? That can't be right. Boom. +2 era score for settling on a new continent. So we only need 4 era score. So we could probably do that with a little bit of Susan-T stuff. 2,000 gold for Jesus. Do any of these city-states have a military? I don't understand. What is happening right now? Alright, I'll put a point at the Preslav so I can get rid of this bottom half of the screen because it triggers me that I can only see half the list. Hattusa, do you have a military? Yoink. Now we're only 3 era score away from a golden age. So all I have to do is clear this barb camp for score. I have a privateer chipping away at it. I have a line infantry that'll make it in time. I have a courser that I might be able to bait an attack off this spearman from. So he'll defortify and allow me to get a better attack with my private. I think I can secure this golden age. And now that we have secured a golden age, flipping the city with loyalty is possible. In particular, all we need is population loyalty. Because we're going to harvest out a bunch of pop in here. So now that we've achieved our goal, I'm going to call that the end of the episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. I love you all very much. This was just a short, quick stream today. There will be more streams. See yous later, nerds. Let's go find someone to host. I think I'm going to host the Yogscast Jingle Jam. Go check out, go Jingle Jam.